I'm Leosel Raj Shamito, the first reporter of Group 4, and I will continue the discussion about factors affecting decisions. Action of competitors. Selling on installment credit is one way to attract customers. Your competitors may be offering this service already, but you might have to do it too. Action of competitors is one of the factors affecting decisions. Dahil kung plano mong mag-installment selling, mapapaisip ka o pag-iisipan mo talaga kung paano mo tatapatan o hihigitan yung services na pinoprovide ng competitors mo. Or kung kaya mo ba natapatan o higitan yung competitors mo. Regulatory laws. The Philippine government has statutes, special or regular, directly related to installment selling. While most of the laws still apply only to motor vehicles, more and more are being written with all goods coverage. Philippine government has rules and regulations na dapat masunod if you are going to use installment selling. So, dapat alamin mo muna yung mga regulasyon before you decide to take on installment selling. That's the end of my report. Thank you.
Everyone, I'm Jessamine Mateo. I will going to discuss the policies of installment credit and goods to sell. Policies of installment credit. What policies should a small marketers use in carrying out an effective retail installment credit operations? Problems are created for retailers because of their lack of experience and training in this complex credit economy. They sometimes fail to use time-tested policies that would ensure its success. Installment credit usually takes the form of a loan, like mortgage loan or student's loan. When you open the loan, you agree to borrow a certain amount of cash from the lender. For example, if you're buying a used car, you might agree to finance the car from the dealership and agree to open a 10,000 pesos loan. The terms of the loan state how much your monthly payment will be and how long you'll make payments. In other words, you make regular installments or payments towards the loan's balance to the financial institutions or lender. Next is goods to sell. Confine your installment sales to high value lines. Be sure it is a major purchase for the customer. The major purchase means different things to various customers. For example, a 1,000 pesos hard-driven mower may be a cash purchase for some families but an installment purchase for others. So, you have to consider your customers' buying habits before deciding what goods to offer on installment terms. Selling is a transaction where a good or service is being exchanged for money. It also refers to the process of persuading persons or organizations to buy your product.
Good day, everyone. I'm Kimberly Joy de la Cruz. So, today I'm gonna be talking about some of the terms that you need to be familiar with when you go to buy your first property. So, now let's talk about down payment. What is down payment? It is a sum of money that a buyer pays in the early stages of purchasing an expensive good or services. So, yung down payment po is an amount of money that yung mga ginahulog sa first transaction when you purchase expensive goods and services like car, house, appliances, and etc. Example is when you're buying a house. So, usually, you can borrow most of the value of the home to 80% or 95% of the value of the home. Yung amount ng house na bibilhin mo, however, kailangan mong magbayad ng first 5% or that first 20% in order to purchase the property para makuha mo siya kahit hindi whole yung babayaran natin na value ng house. Parang inuutang mo yung 80% or 90% ng halaga ng bahay or hiniram. But, yung pinagkaiba niya, if you pay the whole value of the house is the total na amount na house talaga. Pero if hulug-hulugan lang siya, mas magiging malaki siya if you sum up after a year nga hinulugan na because may interest na siya. So another example is when you buy appliances. Most of us is may mga hulog-hulugan na gamit like ref, stove, and other appliances. So we all have an idea what is down payment is. Ito ay yung dinadown mo na cash up to 5 to 20% depend on the contract. Nag-exist ito if hindi po natin kayang bayaran ng isang bagsakan yung binibili natin. So, the down payment should be big enough to give the customers to a sense of ownership without this feeling he become discouraged and stop making his payments. Kung mas mataas ang down payments, mas less yung borrow ng value ng buyer, kaya less din yung huhulugan para makompleto yung babayaran every month at mas less din yung interest. The down payment you ask should be small enough to allow your customer to buy as stated before, big enough to give the customers a sense of ownership. Meron din naman yung gusto ay sinahanap na down payment is mababa upang bilhin nila. So before din ma-purchase yung bibilhin mo, king BICI kanila means background investigation and credit investigation. Inaalam nila if you have a capacity na bilhin mo yung and kaya ba siya ng sweldo mo or you have good records. Usually it takes 90 days maghintay para ma-approve. So next is amount and schedule of payment. The amount and time of payment should be related to your customer's income and to his other debts. Let up installments contract so that the unpaid balance is never greater than the resale value of goods. So the amount and time of payment is kailangan nakadepend sa income it buyers. And if may mga utang pa siya, aside ka to. So, then need na bayaran sa oras at huwag maglagpas sa due date para di na magtaas yung interest na babayaran. So, kailangan adjust yung schedule payments as well demand it buyers. So, next, find out when your customer receive his paycheck and adjust the time of his payments accordingly. Kato nga ni adjust, kailangan ni adjust sa payment it buyers man sa sweldo. So, if he has a house mortgage and other major bills around the 1st of the month, it may be easier for him to pay you the 15th of the month. So, mas madali ka na magbayad sa 15th of the month. So, that's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Sharon B. Palmon and I will be reporting the installment terms. So the term of your contracts should be as short as possible. You should adjust them to useful life of the article you are selling. So for example, terms on clothes will be over shorter period than terms on an automobile. So 20% down on a woman party outfit with term no longer than 4 to 6 months should be generally as acceptable as terms of 1/3 down and 24 to 36 months or even up to 48 months on a new automobile. So in each case, the enjoyment of the purchase continues longer than the contract encourages the customers to complete his payments.